Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. Like, not what's wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with him. He just wants attention. And I don't want to give it to him. I'm going to be honest. Or he's probably demanding. He's actually demanding to be fed right now, even though he knows he don't get fed until later. Like, son of a bitch. Sometimes you really wish you could just be like really selfish, I guess, and narcissistic and all wrapped up in yourself and everything. And it's okay to do that supposedly occasionally from time to time. And then sometimes it happens without you even realizing it or meaning it to. But as a scapegoated child, I always tried to care about what other people need. And that's just like I was talking in my last video about the house. The way it's decorated, it's not decorated the way I would just decorate it. It's decorated also for as far as my child, even though she's not home. And that's kind of what makes it a little bit of a living hell. And then because I had her so young, and then being a scapegoated child, see, if you're a child of a narcissistic parent, one of the things that both children have to deal with is finding their identity and finding who they are. And I believe that the scapegoated child knows more of who they are, and therefore that's the reason they become the scapegoated child, is because they are very stubborn and set in their ways. Like they have certain codes of conduct or behavior or whatever that they themselves never break. They never go against and stuff like that. And so I believe that's what that is, dealing with that. But today's video, I guess, is going to be a little bit kind of superficial. In case you hadn't noticed, yes, I took a shower, and I'm kind of cute, I guess, or whatever, because I got on my little top, and yeah, and I don't know. And I got on my new boots that I just bought, and I don't know if I should have bought them, but they were only $20, and concluding, yeah, I don't think $20 is too much to spend on myself, solely on myself for the first time in a minute. And even though they're not the best of the best for as far as quality and everything, I hope that they stay intact for quite a while, because I really do like them. But anyways, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something dealing with our makeup, like our human makeup, DNA, whatever you want to call it, or just our hormones and our body and all that and everything. And I don't know how far away my period is, because I don't keep track of it. I really don't, because I don't give a shit to. I know I have it regularly or within a regular amount of time. Sometimes I think the longest I've went in a long time is 6 weeks without one. And then it's now when I was younger, because I started 5th grade year, and from middle school, not middle school, but elementary to middle school, that whole summer I did not have a period, because I was so stressed the fuck out. It's like my body, if I'm really stressed the fuck out, I literally won't have my period. If I'm really stressed out and I don't have a moment where I allow myself to be weak and vulnerable and sit and cry and go through all the emotions that I'm wanting to, if I instead bottle it up, I swear I will not have a period. It's like my body just shuts down completely, and it's no. And so I did that, like I said, that time. And then I did that 2 more times in my life, where I've not had a period for 3 or 4 months, because I would just shut the fuck down, emotionally and everything. And I wouldn't give any time to myself to cry, to bitch, to whine, to be upset about anything. And then whenever I would have my period after being off for that many months and everything, it would just drain me completely of all energy for 2 weeks, because I wasn't used to having one. And but anyways, other than that, I've been lucky enough to practically, for the most part, have a very normal menstrual cycle and everything. But back to the whole reason, because I don't want to put that much out there about, like, because a lot of people don't care to know that shit and everything. But this is like a question. Like, and I mean, I might even get on my Facebook and like write it and see if anybody responds to it, but I kind of doubt it because I don't know like who has subscribed to my channel or whatever. And I don't know if they're just like somebody that likes some of the things that I say. If that's the case, then cool. Or if it's somebody around here that knows me that's like wanting to be more in my business. But that's the reason like I'm doing my YouTube and I hadn't linked it to my Facebook and everything, is because I'm trying to, I guess, branch out and make new friends. And internet friends apparently are the way you make friends nowadays and shit. Like, you don't go out to clubs and bars and bump into people, and then even at that, unless you can travel out of your city, it's going to be the people that you fucking, went to school with their brother or sister or some shit like that. And it's like, I'm trying to get away from that. And it's like, I really want to move out of state one day with my kid and just get the fuck out of here, because I'm tired of it. Like, I want new people to talk with and hang out with and communicate with and learn from, and just I want all these experiences and stuff. But anyways, I think I'm doing pretty good. 6 minutes in, and I'm trying to get to my main thing or whatever. But obviously, I'm kind of dressed up today. I got on black pants with some black boots. And before that, I had on, because I literally have spent like an hour getting dressed. Or probably an hour and a half getting dressed. And like I said, I don't know if it's something relating around the time, like dealing with my period. And so it's like, oh, try to look more attractive, to attract people or some shit. I don't know what it is. But I know it can't necessarily be that, because I know there was a point in time that, like, before I had my kid, I was used to having time to kill. And so I would take an hour or two every day trying to figure out what I wanted to wear and how I wanted to look and stuff like that. But I've noticed that it still kicks in sometimes, like, really bad, really hard. And it's like, I'm trying to be, like, I'm trying to be focused on things that I need to accomplish, even though, again, today, I don't know what the hell I'm going to accomplish. I don't know what the hell I'm not going to accomplish. But I know that it took me forever to get my shit together, I guess you'd say, like to get a shower, to get dressed, and then finally walk the dogs. Like, usually the dogs are used to being walked like an hour or two earlier than they were today. And I felt bad about it. But then I was like, but they're fine. They're fine, and obviously they're fine. Like, oh, you did, baby. You're so sweet. But, and then, like, having animals, and like I said, not having a washing machine and a dryer, and being behind on laundry. And that's another thing, too, is, like, because I'm behind on laundry, I don't really have any pants clean other than these, which are an old pair of work pants. They're just black slack pants or whatever, dress pants. And, so I threw them on, and I have some skirts and stuff, and so I guess I was trying to figure out, like, what to wear that would be, like, reasonable for the fact that I'm probably just gonna be at home, and stuff like that. But it's like, and my dresses and stuff, I only wear them on very rare occasions because I rarely go out. And, and so I dress up and stuff like that, but not like dress up. I mean, it's not like sex. Like, this is about as good as it gets. Like, I just get this little basic blend, like cute or whatever. And it's like, first thing that I had on was this white dress that I put a black top on over it, and then I still have them on. I have on my, shit, I can't lift up the pant leg, it's gonna stick. But I have on like a pair of leggings. Well, I don't know if you call them leggings or pantyhose or whatever you'd want to call them. It just depends, because they call them different things, different companies, different stores. But it's like a fishnet pantyhose, just about, and they got like roses going up the sides of them. And I got them on still because once I got them on, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't wear them. Maybe I should take them off. And then I was like, but they are keeping me warmer, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'll leave them on. So I got them on up under my pants. But I don't know. Like, I don't know what happens to my brain or my body or whatever. And I feel like I know it happens to other people. I know it happens to my sister. I've seen other girls do it where you wake up one, you know, for a few days and you're just like, I really want to dress up and I really want to look kind of cute. And there's no particular reason why other than just for the hell of it. But then, like, if you're like me and you got pets like I do, then you're like, oh God, the pets are going to ruin it. And that's even like my pants right now. I'm like, they're going to be covered in fucking hair. And I hope and pray to God that my dogs do not jump on me and rip a hole in anything. Because if they do, I will probably cry. You know. But I don't know. I don't know what causes that in us. Like, our brain to, I don't know. And it's like, that's the one reason that I try to not even get into, like, doing makeup is because I have sat and literally watched my sister spend 3 and 4 and 6 hours learning how to do her makeup very, very, very fucking well. And I'm just like, I got other shit to think about. I ain't got time for that or whatever. Like, and that's the thing too, like with people and women, or even men probably do it too, that come from a privileged background, you know, and they're entitled, I guess, or whatever. They have time to just sit and fucking waste because, you know, some of them got maids that come and clean their houses. Some of them got people that come and walk their dogs and exercise their pets, you know. Some of them got people that wash their clothes for them and, you know, and make their beds and whatever. And I mean, I know not all of them do and stuff. Or some of them just, I don't know, just better quality lifestyle all around and shit. And not only that, like, some of them, now I know some of them still grow up fucked up, like, mentally and emotionally, and deal with mental and emotional abuse from their parents and their families and so on and so forth. But some of them actually got good parents that raised them right, you know, and cared for them properly, and didn't sit there from day one and be like, I bought you this and you better be grateful and thankful, you know. And I get doing that, though, because there are people that, you know, would prefer, you know, to have even the poverty line type lifestyle that some people like myself have. And it's just, I don't know, life is just mind boggling. Like, it really is. Like, yeah, sometimes I wish to God that I was rich as hell, you know? And sometimes I wish that I could have found somebody that has a lot of money that I could build my life with, and that whenever I do want to sit for 3 hours and try to do my makeup very well and get used to being able to do it, that they're not going to be yelling at me or screaming at me and being like, my God, hurry up. And instead they're going to be like, oh, you know, that looks really good, or how about you try this, or here, let me help you, you know, or something like that. And I don't know. I don't know what the hell life's got in store for anybody. Like, that's one thing that it says about my zodiac sign, being a Leo or whatever, is that, like, I'm all about finding my own life purpose. And technically we all are, but some of us are less driven and less focused and more focused on just like, oh, I want to have a bunch of money, so I'm just going to try to get a bunch of money, you know, any way that I can, whether it's through telling the truth or lying about it, or, oh, I want, you know, to have a simple life, so I'm going to sit here and let my parents take care of me for the rest of my life. And I don't know. Having my kid as young as I had her, I see the negative in it. And that's one thing too, that where this woman commented, and it came across as rude, but I let it slide. I was like, no, maybe she didn't mean it rude, but she's like, you had a child at 18? And so I answered her questions and I was nice about it. And then she even wrote a rude comment again later on. And I shot videos. I uploaded one, but I set it to private because I just don't want to, I don't want to bicker with you. I don't want to argue with you. If you want to be rude, go ahead. And if you don't think that you're being rude, then fine. But I do. I do. I think you're being rude. And I think you're being very disrespectful for the fact that I was kind enough to answer your questions to begin with. And, so whatever. But I know the negative of me having my child young. But I also know the positive of it too. Especially concluding the way my life has unfolded before I had her and after I had her. I'm sitting here, I'm 30 years old. I haven't been to a doctor since I was, for a regular healthcare checkup, like a good one or what the fuck ever, or decent or whatever, since I was 18. So, practically since my child was born. And that has nothing to do with the fact of me having a child or not. Even if I wouldn't have had her, I still wouldn't have a fucking doctor. Why? Because I've never had enough money. Because I'm poor. We live in a poor situation, me and my family. I come from a poor poverty line family that I grew up in a fucking trailer. I didn't grow up in a house. The first time I went into a house, because all my friends had trailers, the first time I even went into a damn house it was a little house. It was probably when I was 8, but that was a little tiny, shack of a house. And I've been in apartments, to visit people and stuff. My grandmother lived in apartments. But the first time I was in a real decent big house was probably, Jesus Christ, when I was 13. I walked into my aunt's house and I was like, oh, I take it back. That's right. She married a guy that makes decent money. So that's right. I take it back. I was 5, I think, when we went and spent the night with her. We went into where she lived. She lived in Indiana. And we went to go visit her. And it was like, oh my God, it's so big. And I remember she had stairs that they went up, and then there was a nook, off to the side. And then the stairs continued at a different angle from, the way they were originally going up. And we went and sat, in that little nook and colored there, me and my sister. And my uncle taught us how to play cards, which, hell, I was 5 or something. I was young, and so I might have been older, I don't know. Or we might have went more than once. I think we did. But, I mean, some people just never realize. Some people that are born into well-off families and stuff, they never get it. They'll never understand unless they're brought down to that level. And I hate that it even has to be like that it's oh, you have to be brought down to the level and actually live at it. And it can't be oh, we're going to let you pretend live at it for, a few months, like a reality TV show. No, they've actually got to have lost all their money and be poverty line and think, holy shit, this is it. Holy shit, this is all the money I'm ever going to make. Holy shit, this is as good as it's going to get. And deal with that. Deal with that mental stress, I guess you'd say, that it puts on you, and the emotional and physical stress that it puts on you and everything. So that way they could fully grasp and understand and everything. But I don't know. The whole reason that I originally, was doing this video is because, like I said, it must be nice, I guess. So I guess it's coming across as maybe a jealous video or something, but it's not even that. It's just a thought. It's like a literal thought. And it's just like rich people that sit there and they think that our lives are easy. Oh, it must be nice to get government assistance, which granted, I ain't getting none right now, but I have in the past. Oh, it must be nice to get government assistance. Oh, it must be nice this and that. Oh, it must be nice this and that. Well, it's pot calling the kettle black, sweetheart, because I can sit here and go, oh, it must be nice to be able to sit and do your makeup for 3 hours a day. Or better yet, have it done for you in 30 minutes or an hour. It must be nice. Must be nice to not even have to worry about doing your damn laundry. And then I know that there's ones out there that are really well off that they'll literally wear something, it'll get a pick in it or a hole or a stain, and they just throw it away. Or there's some people, hell, there's even people that my mom worked with. This one woman, she's married to some guy that makes decent money around here or something. And this woman literally wears an outfit once and then donates it to Goodwill. Wears an outfit once and donates it. And then she even admitted that sometimes she'll buy the same shirt, different colors, because she thinks she likes it, she thinks she loves it, and then she'll wear the one and say she's bought 5 of these shirts. And then she's like, you know what? I actually don't like this shirt. So she'll give away the other 4 without them ever even being worn with the tag still on them. And I'm talking like damn shit that costs like $20 for a fucking shirt and $40 for a fucking pair of pants. I'm lucky if I can pay $5 for a fucking shirt and $20 for a pair of pants and $20 for a pair of fucking shoes. Like, people just, they really don't get it. So I don't even know what to label this. Because I feel like, I talked all yesterday in my other video about being broke and stuff. And it's not even like, if somebody sees this, don't think that I'm making this video to be like, oh, please give me, money or help me out or whatever. Or, let me get good on YouTube and everything. I would eventually like to be decent on YouTube. And by decent, if I could just have like 100 people follow me, and that way I got people to kind of, go back and forth and kind of talk to, and they put a few comments here and there, and I'm like, yeah or no, or just somebody to talk to and stuff. Like, I don't even care about dealing with money with YouTube and everything. If I could get up off the ground for as far as like, I like to sing, so if I could get up off the ground and like do music or something like that, then yeah, that'd be awesome. But if I can't, then I can't. And even like dealing with like, I kind of do poetry because I do music or whatever. Like, I'm good at kind of rhyming to a degree, and stuff like that. But YouTube is not going to be. I don't ever see YouTube being a career for me, or if it is, then it's going to be like way down the line. And by way down the line, I don't mean like, just a month or 2. And I hate to say that because they say, oh, don't do bad stuff to yourself, don't speak bad shit over yourself and everything. But I'm talking anywhere from 3 to damn 10 years, Like, and that's just because, like, getting my damn personal life together, getting my fucking kid back, getting a damn car and being able to go back to work, getting a job, that way I ain't got to worry about bills and shit like that. But this is just something to do right now, just to vlog and to look back on myself. But also, if there's other people out there that you are struggling, sweetheart, believe me, you are not the only one. That's what I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it struggling, I guess. But believe me, if you are somebody struggling, if you are as poor as I am, or if you are poorer than me, if you are poverty line, if you are below poverty line, if you are broke as fuck, if you ain't got a penny to your name, I guarantee you're somebody. And so don't ever take your life for granted. And I really don't have a lot of room to say that because, hell, I've tried to kill myself. I have tried to hang myself. I have tried to shoot myself. I have tried to OD. Like, you're somebody. You're something. And life is very fucking difficult sometimes. And I have no idea why. But at least, like, if I can put this out here that I have no idea why, then maybe if you have no idea why your life's so difficult and so hard, maybe you'll not feel alone. Because I have no idea why. So you're not alone in that. So at least know that. You're not alone in having no idea why things won't add up. Why you can't make enough money. Why you can't pay your bills on time. Why you can't have this life or that life. So, I mean, the struggle's real. Definitely. And some people are never going to understand it. And sometimes it's the people that are right next door that are never going to get it. They're never going to understand it. That's even like my damn grandmother, talking to her. I talked to her one time because she asked me. And she'd been making side comments for years about how I've slept in bed all the time and I didn't do anything and I this and that and shit. And then she's so senile because she's on up in age. She would tell people that I was asleep when I was at fucking work and she didn't know I was gone. Like that's the type of shit I had to deal with. But anyways, so one day we're kind of bickering. And she kind of gets mad at me. She pauses, like a dramatic pause, and she's like, well, why are you so depressed? Why am I so depressed? I was like, okay. For starters, the closest family member, like emotionally, that I was close to, died when I was 7. And then the other 2 that I kind of felt really close to also died when I was 7. And this was not who I felt close to over years. Of course, over the years after these died especially, I developed stronger relationships with other people in my family. But my papa, my Uncle Glenn, and my great-grandmother died. My great-grandmother, I'd only seen her a few times, but that woman was so... She just treated me so... She treated me as good as my papa did. Like, I don't even know how to word it. And my Uncle Glenn did the same too. And the thing that they treated me with was respect. They respect me, or respected me. They respected me as my own little individual person. I was allowed to be thirsty when I was thirsty. When I was with them. When I was with anybody else, oh, you ain't thirsty? Oh, you fine? Oh, you just had water an hour ago. You just had milk an hour ago. You fine? You ain't thirsty? Like that, it was bad. It was bad. Oh, and that's another thing too. Here, let me do this. I think this is, it's sad, but it's cute, funny at the same time. Let's see. Where'd I set it? But it's sad. Okay. Here's what's considered like a toddler cup nowadays, or a tumbler, or cup, or whatever. And here's even a larger size in it. And here was my baby girl's favorite cup that she used to drink out of all the time. Okay. So there's all 3 of those cups. They probably all hold a fairly decent amount. This is my cup from when I was a kid. That's mine. So you see the difference? You see the difference in size? Let's see. The regular size tumbler cup in comparison to my kid cup. But, so there is my tiny little cup that I used to drink out of religiously as a child. Really, Clarabelle? You little shithead. Stole my damn Kit Kat. But anyways, no, I don't care if you're sorry. But anyways, so that little tiny ass cup, when I was little and I was thirsty and nobody would get me anything, I think when I was about 5 years old, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get what I want myself. And for some reason, I always kind of liked milk quite a bit at that point in time. And can you imagine a little 5-year-old trying to open a gallon of milk that's full or almost full, or it's just a little bit down, and trying to pour it into that little tiny ass cup? I don't know how many times my dad practically, if you could kill somebody's hind end, I don't know how many times he did that to me because I spilt milk all over the kitchen floor trying to pour myself something to drink because they wouldn't listen to me. They'd always, in a minute, not right now, in a minute, I don't feel like it. Can't you see that I'm busy? And even like me getting ready this morning, oh my God, that's another thing too. For the love of God, I don't know why my grandmother, because there was 2 bathrooms in the trailer that we grew up in. And one was off of the master room that my grandmother stayed in, and the other was just a regular bathroom. But I guess because they got to where they started using each other's makeups and perfumes and hairsprays or some shit, I swear to God, I've probably ate so much hairspray in my life, it's probably pitiful. Because of trying to walk in behind them to wash my hands after using the bathroom, or just to go to the freaking toilet to use the bathroom, or any other type of thing like that. I literally know of a handful, like at least 3 or 4 times, if not 10 or 12, that the hairspray literally got sprayed in my fucking mouth because they're in such a tizzy about hurrying and, doing the full hairspray and everything, like, and giving themselves a fucking helmet, a hair, or what the fuck ever, that they're not even paying attention where the fuck they're aiming the damn thing. And so I'd come up and be like, hey, because I need to wash my hands. And before I could even get hey out, like fucking hairspray in my goddamn mouth. And then go around for 3 damn days practically tasting the aftertaste of it and shit. But anyways, my grandmother and my mom, you talking about seeing 2 women in the fucking bathroom for like 2.5 hours. Just trying to get ready and shit. Almost every fucking day. And I swore I was never, ever gonna do that. And I haven't. Like I said, I had today and I might for another day or 2 out of this month. Or even out of just 3 months. But then I get out of the kick. And I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care what I look like. It's whatever. As long as I look decent enough. Whatever. And I don't try to look cute and stuff because I don't want to neglect other things. And I felt neglected as a child when they were doing that. As a matter of fact, there's one time that I had to go to the emergency room and I had to sit and wait for 2 hours for them to get ready so we could go to the fucking emergency room. And as a matter of fact, I think it's when I broke my fucking arm. Let's see, I walked over to my grandmother's, I slid, and I caught myself, and I was like, I'll be alright, I think I'm alright, I think I'm good. Got up, went in, realized I wasn't alright, tried to hide that I was alright, or what the fuck ever. And then about 30 minutes in, my arm was fucking killing me, and then I was like, I think I need to go home and have them set me up a doctor's appointment if they'll be willing to, because my arm's killing me, and I'll be damned, I fell again. And boy, when I fell again, I really did the damage, like, not the damage, but I really knew I'd fucked my arm up, that something did happen that time. At first, I thought I just sprained it really bad, and I was going to go get a brace, go back home, and I fell again, son of a bitch. That fucking ice up under that damn snow on that fucking ramp. Jesus Christ. Made me so fucking mad. And I cried, and I screamed out at first, and then I tried to holler at my grandmother because I couldn't get up because I couldn't bear weight on it. Couldn't bear weight on my fucking arm. And I hurt my fucking heel too. And like I twisted my ankle or whatever, and like so I couldn't fucking get up, so I'm like trying to crawl on my fucking elbows back up to the goddamn door. And she finally came out there. She finally heard me, and come out there. And then she took me back in her house, and I was like, no, I gotta go home. And then she's like, let me call your dad. So she called my dad. He come over. He bitched me out. He shoved my shoes on my damn feet. And he's like, come on, let's go. And I think we went over to the house. And I think I had to sit there. And I was sitting there holding my fucking arm, I remember. Because I couldn't let it set. Because it felt like it was just going to snap if I didn't keep, it held in place or something. And so, I was just holding my arm, and it was throbbing and everything. And I thought, God, I'm going to develop some type of damn blood clot or something in there. That's what was going on in my little head, my little child mind. And I had to sit there and wait on my mom to get ready. And then I think my grandmother decided to come with us. Yeah, because I think I remember her walking in and being like, my granddaughter, and I thought, they don't give a shit that your granddaughter. They work in a fucking emergency room, Like, they're used to seeing people all the time. It kills me how people go in there with that entitled fucking behavior, like kind of screaming and hollering at people. She's like, my granddaughter fell and hurt her arm, But I was just like, Jesus Christ, I was like, okay, whatever. But I don't know. It is what it is. But this video is running up on 30 minutes. I am hungry, and I just got a fucking notification again from one of my fucking Facebooks. And I'm so sick and tired of getting notifications. I need to cut them all off, I guess, because I'm really getting pissed the fuck off. And I actually deleted the TikTok app that I just downloaded, a week and a half ago, because I couldn't get the damn son of a bitch to shoot a video, and I was getting so many notifications because I follow people. I ain't afraid to, but I didn't know how to cut the notifications off on following them, or if there even is a way. And then my fucking phone's like, oh, a memory, is bad, or it's, not doing too well and shit. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's probably all the goddamn notifications. And then fucking YouTube's like, oh, you have a YouTube update. Oh, you don't have enough space. Okay. So I deleted TikTok app and a few other things. And I get back on YouTube the next day, and it's like, oh, you still need to do an update. And it says that I need less than what the fuck I just deleted yesterday. And I'm like, this is bullshit. There should be space on my fucking phone for the update for the YouTube. And it's just not doing it. And I'm like, you're full of shit. And then that's another thing, too, is all the update. I swear to God, from here on out, if somebody's like, if I did have a man right about now and I was in the bathroom getting all prettied up, and he's like, honey, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm updating myself, sweetheart. I'm updating myself. Fucking hell. How many damn updates do you have to fucking have? Holy shit. And that's another thing, too. How the hell do rich people ever learn to appreciate something? I was sitting here and I almost got tickled at myself yesterday because I've had on this pair of pants for the past 2 days or whatever, and they got a hole in the back of the leg and everything. And at first, when I had them on, I didn't give a shit. But then cold air, because it's cold outside, and so I put a pair of shorts on up under it to cover the hole and everything. And I was just looking at myself and all my holy clothes, and everything. I'm holy, but I'm looking at all my holy ass clothes. And I was just like, holy shit. And I was like, I literally wear stuff until it falls apart. And I was like, I don't think a rich person has ever done that in their lifetime. Wore something until it literally fell apart. I'm not talking wardrobe malfunction, you had it sewn skin tight and you couldn't turn, and then you turned and all the fucking seams busted out. No, I'm talking it fits you good, it fits you comfortably when you bought it and you wore it for 10 damn years and it finally just fell the fuck apart to where it's like, okay, duct tape can't even fix that shit. You know, like, it's gone. Like, it's gone, it's too late, and everything. But, I don't know, it just amazes me. The difference in lifestyles and everything. But I'm gonna end it here. So anybody that sees this or whatever, like I said, I'm probably just gonna name this like struggling, I guess, or whatever. Because anybody that is struggling with anything, I don't give a shit what the fuck you're struggling with. Know that you're not alone. You are not the only one struggling. My name is Heather. I'm sitting here struggling all the fucking time. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not going to sit here and put up like face and be like, oh, my life is great, and this and that, and everything's marvelous and wonderful, and look at me and look at my cute little what the fuck ever outfit or makeup if I had any on, or what the fuck. Like, no. Like, now I do get kind of braggadocious when something is going, and I really am excited. Like, say I did put on makeup today and say my eyeliner would have been good or something, I'd be like, oh my god, look at it, ain't it so cute, or so. But, like, this is real life shit, like, and so if people follow it, get to talking to me about it or whatever, then so be it. If they don't, so be it. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I took, what is it? They got the, little app thing on Facebook, what is it, OMG or whatever, where you take like little quizzes, and I took one that's like, how much of an asshole are you? And it come back that I was 312% asshole, and it was like, you don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, and I thought, you damn straight, like, no I don't. Like, I care about people, but caring about people does not mean keeping yourself in a fucking box just to appease their ass 24/7. And even though, like I said, even my home and the way it's decorated and done up, it's not just my way, it's mine and my kid's way, because my kid lived here, and I respected her as her own person, and it's like, this is our home. What do you want our home to look like, and stuff like that. And even though people don't do that to me, and I wish to God that they did, they're like, hey, this is both of ours. How do you think, or if something really is mine and it's just mine, and then leave it the fuck alone and not be like wanting, and that's even like dealing with my kid. She's my kid, damn it. Like, I don't understand how the fuck you don't really get that. And even though she's not a possession and she is her own living thing, and so therefore her kind of being like, yeah, I do want to live with Nana and Papa, and I'm like, fine, whatever. I ain't even gonna push it. I ain't even gonna stress it. I ain't even gonna worry about it. But I do want you home, But it's like, if she was a possession, then she's mine. And that's all there is to it. And you can't get past that. And that's just like, if I was a possession, I would be my parents, and my sister would too. And so on and so forth. Any mother, father, even deadbeat ones, even ones that put their kids up for fucking adoption. If you go, who owns you, if you had to go that way and be like, who would you say owns you? Then your parents. And then if you're like, okay, no, not them, then God. God owns everybody, But anyways, I don't know. I got a bunch of thoughts and ideas and ways of thinking and everything. But like I said, that test said that I was 312% asshole, and that I didn't give a shit what nobody thought. And I was just like, oh, you know me so well, I was just like, I'm not mean though, I promise. Like, but I'm down to earth, I guess, is the best way to word it, I do care. I do have people-pleasing tendencies, and I try to get over being that way, because nobody's that way towards me and everything, but I really, genuinely, at the end of the day, when everything is bulled away, if I was bulled down to 1%, like 1% of my being, and that's all that could be left of me, then it would almost be like it was actually nothing, because that is how much faith I have in the universe and God and higher power and stuff. And so that's the reason it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, you know. But I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to get me something to eat. And so, like I said, if you're struggling, if you need somebody to talk to, you can talk to me on here in the comments. You can write me on my Facebook, on Messenger. As long as I never get to a point where I have a bunch of people that I can't respond to everybody. And then if I do, then I'll make a video about that, you know, and be like, I'm trying to talk to so-and-so. I'm not a counselor. I'm not here to counsel anybody. I'm not here to make anybody feel like they need to, you know, listen to me or any type of shit like that. I'm not here to be superior. I'm just here to just kick it. And so like I said, you know, if you're struggling, you want somebody to talk to, if I seem like I'm somebody that you might be able to get along with and talk to or what the fuck ever, I'll give you the best advice that I can, you know, or just, you know, I'll be as kind to you and as respectful as I can. At the same time, respect goes both ways, you know, but other than that, I mean, I'm me, you're you, and life sucks sometimes, and sometimes it's a struggle, and you are not alone. But I'm going to end it here. So if you like my videos, you can comment, share, like, or subscribe, and I'll catch you later.